Welcome to BrickTrains, and I'm Joey, and today we're going to finally build this Astronaut. Previous video, me and BrickTrains have both acquired these instructions, and we both talked about building them. I've got all the parts, and I have gotten all new parts. So these are all brand new parts, except for a few. These round turntables, they don't make those anymore, and a lot of these clear macaroni pieces, those are all vintage, mostly because I had those. I'm not sure if they make these still new, maybe I should know that. At any rate, I used vintage because I had the vintage pieces. Also, they're going to be just a little bit yellow, so I think everything else is just going to look like new parts. There is one color substitution. Instead of using the vintage light gray, I am going to use light bluish gray, only because I wanted to. Who am I kidding here? I used all new parts. I want to go ahead and get all new parts. I want this thing to be displayable. I want it to I don't want to have to fight with it, because to be honest, these instructions are going to be these are not going to be easy to do. So I am going to time lapse this, because I have a feeling that this is going to take a while. These are old instructions. This old blueprint style instruction is not going to be fun. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and move this camera. Actually, may not move it, but we're going to move it up, out of the shot, probably out of the shot. And then we're going to get a little better shot, something like that. I think maybe back up just a little. Does it look like it's got everything? And we're about 3 minutes in, and we're going to go ahead and start building. So let's start the time lapse. Okay, so let's bring this back down. Get that like that. So in real time, this has been about 40 minutes. I don't know what it's going to be in compressed time. But there he is. We're getting him. I don't know, I moved this camera around a couple times. He ended up being a lot taller than I expected. Let's get a reference. Here you go. Does that help you out for reference size? No, I know, that doesn't help out for reference size. There's a minifig. Let's see, are we getting them all? Let's get them all in here. This would have been a Samsonite character that was made way back in the 60s. So that is our Astronaut and Cosmic Ray Generator. Oh, you know what? I didn't build the ray generator. Is there instructions for the ray generator? To complete model, see where to fix the arms, then build a cosmic ray generator like the one in the picture from bricks left over. All systems go, stand by for blast off. So I didn't build, I don't have a, So this is our cosmic ray generator, and it looks like there's a couple pieces that I don't have. So what did I miss? Slim bricks, because it looks like it's on a base plate. Clear bricks, white bricks, 6 stud, 2 stud, clear. Well, yeah, so I'm guessing based on this, that the cosmic ray generator, I will come back and build that later, because it looks like, I assembled these parts based on this parts. It says to build you need, and it says things like 24 blue bricks, 8 studs, 36 stud blue bricks, 19 2 stud blue bricks, or 2 boxes of 218, which is one of those parts boxes that I have back here. 2 boxes of 219, 1 box of 221. So I did not go through those boxes. Same thing, black bricks, 12 8 stud, 36 stud, 24 stud, 26 2 stud, or 1 box of 218, 2 boxes of 219, 1 box of 220, 1 box of 221, 1 box of 222. So my guess is that somewhere in there, because I can see there's one of those, there's a couple of like the roof pieces, just like the little pyramid or half pyramid pieces that I don't have. It's also kind of hard to tell which slope bricks they're using. And there is obviously some sort of plate in play there. So they didn't give you directions for the cosmic ray generator, so I didn't build the cosmic ray generator. Let's get rid of this guy, get him back over, and we'll get the first minifig back over here on his police car, back on 600, and we'll go back to this set. So he does have articulating arms. Interesting. Technically his fingers kind of move a little bit. These little gills or whatever they are, they kind of move. He has a black backpack or air packs like we would see in our Lego minifigures nowadays. I guess that's, some kind of breathing apparatus there. And it looks like he's wearing a baseball cap. Just saying. Obviously, though, it does have some sort of breathing apparatus out of the back. He's pretty heavy. If I were to have built this with CA bricks, that would have been potentially at the time, or some Pat Pending bricks, I wouldn't be able to pick it up, right? These are all modern bricks, except for the clear ones and the turntables. There's no way I would have picked this up. Back then, maybe, there might have been enough clutch power back then, but not nowadays, and definitely not with the CA bricks. Although I do kind of like the articulation. He is kind of a cool dude. So we're going we're going vintage here. This is really back. Though at the time there was nothing like this. Absolutely, everybody looks at this nowadays and they're like, how crude or how elementary this was. But I look at that and I think how inventive, how much time was put into designing this. It's not the best. You can tell that these are not the best building techniques. They've actually, Lego's learned quite a bit over the years, as anybody would. But for this, back then, this is a pretty cool piece. I'm pretty stoked about this. I liked it. I really do. So it's going to make it to the shelves. It'll be on display here in the studio from now on. Yeah, it was not trivial to build. It wasn't hard. Like I said, it took about 40 minutes, maybe a little less. It is a little complicated towards the end, especially on these parts where it says, you have floating plates, or slim bricks as they called them. But you have these floating plates that got a little tedious. The arms got a little tedious to kind of figure out what they were trying to do. The picture, by the end, the picture was becoming more and more important. So now I guess the question becomes, do I tackle 1, the windmill, 2, the boathouse, or 3, the London bus? And my London bus is in pretty rough shape. It's a little ratty. BrickTrains beat me to the better London bus, I believe. But pretty good. I'm going to throw it out there. I think BrickTrains should do the next one. Jabbo, I got the Astronaut done. Which one are you going to do? All right, so there's my Astronaut, and not his cosmic ray generator. His cosmic ray generator is still in pieces, but I'll get it. Maybe I'll even have it for the thumbnail or something. I don't know. We'll see if I can get it together. I see what I can figure out. See which parts were not listed, but were actually in those boxes. I think that's part of the problem. I think there were some pieces that were not listed, but came in those boxes. So if you had the parts boxes, and you got to remember, back then that's how you would have bought your bricks. You didn't have Shop at Home. You didn't have Pick a Brick Walls. You didn't have eBay. You didn't have Bricklink. You didn't have anything but your local toy store. You didn't have Toys R Us or Walmart. So you had to get these parts through probably your hardware store or local toy stores. I don't think there would have been too many big, large scale chain. You would have had like FAO Schwartz or places like that, but they weren't everywhere, right? You had a lot of regional toy stores. So, all right, that's all I got. Little speed build and vintage show and tell. Thanks for watching. So you've made it to the end of the line, and it's comment contest time. So I kind of threw it out there that Jabbo needs to do one. Leave it in the comments. Which one do you think Jabbo should do? Should he do the Astronaut or one of the other 3? Let me know. Put it in the comments.